something that JP talks about is really the individual goals is what really should motivate you. I mean, if someone's trying to take a position, that should also motivate you too. But I mean, as Coach Fedora said, no one has a position. Everyone's competing right now, and I understand that. So we're just going out here working hard every day, trying to earn our spot.
On Charlotte ACC kickoff, Fedora said that he wasn't too worried about linebackers and defensive line. Why do you think he said that, and what do you see out of those two groups?
I think we have a lot of depth, a lot of guys that can play from me, Cole Kaysen, Aiden, Dominique Ross, Hunter Crawford, John Smith. We have a lot of guys that can play, been here for a while, play real live snaps. I mean, we're really deep. It's just the back. I mean, I don't blame him, man.
How do you think Coach Eckler's kind of improved y'all from the spring and going into the season?
He's ABT. You ever talk to Coach Eckler about his coaching tactics? ABT, all about technique. About technique. So really, he just made us technicians. So with footwork and hand placement, getting off blocks, it's all about getting off blocks and making plays. You can't get off blocks and you can't play. So really, I think in that aspects, he has brought like a more technical mentality, but also he loves physical contact. He has a lot of sound effects, and so he's just a great coach. But he's definitely really good.
Can you give us some of those sound effects? Give us your best imitation of what he gives you guys during practice.
He has a lot of phrases. So he'll we're watching film, like, you know what? That's real tomato ketchup.
Which
real,
means
I don't no idea. No idea.
Is it good? Is it bad?
It's real. It's good.
Okay, it's good.
It's good. And he said that's grade A shizay. And then he always, this is his favorite one. If you're about to watch a film and contact, bam. He says it every freaking rep. But he's a great guy. Love him.
Awesome, thanks.
From a player perspective, any logistical challenges being here as opposed to Navy Fields, or just a shorter walk?
Oh, I love the shorter walk. When you go into practice, you feel a lot different when you're coming out. So making that walk was a little bit of a burden. But I enjoy being out here. I like being on the grass better. You know, Navy, we're always on the defense, always on the turf. So I always like being on the grass. And I'd rather practice at the end of the day, get the feel of it, and just, it's our home.
Why do you like grass better?
I just never played on turf. Like coming up through high school, middle school, Pop Warner, never ever played on turf. So when we came here and I found out we were practicing on turf, I was kind of dicey. But it's all right. But I just really love grass. It's just natural.
You brought up quite a few names of other linebackers. Mm-hmm. You guys have some depth now, have some guys that can push you. Is that different for you now as far as being able to be pushed and maybe even relieved every once in a while, not have to get as many reps as opposed to the last couple of years when there really wasn't that much depth?
Yeah, it was a lot of times last year where, our offense, they have the fast tempo, high tempo, and so they'll run, like last year they scored in like 42 seconds, 47 seconds, and we're right back on the field. And so just, it's hot. It's a lot of reps. Like, we used to play like 90 to 100 snaps some games. That's a lot of snaps. Like versus Stanford, like those slower paced teams will play 60, but we're playing like a high tempo team. We can end up playing like 100 snaps, and that's a lot on the player. So just developing that depth, get other guys rolling through, and you can also make it a competition. He talked about if the first group that goes out, if they get a 3 and out, then they get to go back out to second series. But if they don't, then the next guys come in, they get it, then they keep going, like that. So I honestly think that's a great idea to keep the competition going and become a better defense.
Jonathan obviously missed most of last year and didn't get as much work. And where is he now as compared to where he was before he got hurt last year?
I feel like he looks better. He dropped a couple pounds, looks a little quicker. He's definitely not, the foot isn't bothering him anymore. He's, we're not supposed to talk about injuries, my bad.
There is no injury.
There's no injury. He's fine. He looks great. He's ready to go, ready to roll.
How about Dominique? As far as I know, he even said he had a little trouble catching on to some things last year. Where is he in that respect now?
He should be fine. He's my roommate. I remember last year in training camp, I was helping him learn the stuff, making sure I had the playbook. We were going through, testing him, quizzing him. So I tried to really hammer home and make sure he understood, especially since he's from Jacksonville, Trinity Christian Academy. Shout out. But everyone has really came a long way. He just needs to gain some dang weight. But that's about it though. He's fine.
Well, thanks, appreciate it.